All right, guys, welcome back. Welcome back to another video. It's me, Daniel, with VintageMagic.com. And as you can tell, I'm all ready for MagicCon 2024 happening in Las Vegas this week. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I will be there on Thursday. Here's my badge. Premium weekend. Ooh, I did not get the Black Lotus badge, by the way. I got this hat. Pretty cool hat. Look at this goblin back. Pretty cool. Hoodie. Pretty cool here. And also, this is the classic hoodie right here. The back's pretty cool. Has all the information right there. I will say a couple of points here. This hat doesn't say MagicCon 2024. I kind of like that better. You can reuse it for next year, that's fine, but this way it's personalized for the year. It's kind of like going to the Super Bowl, right? Or Gen Con, whatever. I think that's pretty cool. I'm going to talk more about what I expect for the show and kind of my thoughts on the previous ones and correlation to this one and what's going on. So if you guys are wanting to meet up, by the way, contact me, Daniel at VintageMagic.com. Call or text me, 206-914-7974. All right, guys, enjoy the video.
Vintage Magic. Game, collect, invest. For more information about our consulting and professional services, visit VintageMagic.com.
All right, guys, welcome back. All right, so first off, if you guys want to meet up, the information's below. You can call or text me. Limited slots available. If you're looking to buy, sell, collections, I have plenty of money. Just call or text me. Hopefully right now or not at the day of the convention, but I'll make it work. I'll be on the strip at a nice casino resort. You can figure that one out. And it'll be safe and secure. We can do deals all the day if you want. But as far as the show, I want to show you guys something cool. This is the original painting for Stone Rain. Yes, the Alpha Stone Rain. Let me zoom in here real quick. Check this thing out. All right. This guy is being sold and delivered. It's already sold. Delivered at the show at MagicCon to a vendor. And they have sold it apparently to another client. And I am, delivering that. So that'll be there. It's sold for $100,000. Yes, $100,000. Seems like a lot of money. It is a lot of money. Damn it. A lot of money. And I'm going to talk more about that in another video later on. But let's talk about MagicCon. So let's back up a little bit. Magic Fest or Grand Prix Las Vegas, whatever you want to call it, back in the iterations back in the day, has always been the premier event in the United States and the world for all Magic events. I have done this show, I don't know, I wouldn't say 10 times, but more than 5, right? I've vended at the show. I've done multiple different things at the show. I can tell you that this show is always the biggest, the best in the entire Magic spectrum. So as they've evolved from the Grand Prix Las Vegas to Magic Festivals to now MagicCon, which I like the name MagicCon. It's pretty good. The first MagicCon was in Las Vegas right during COVID time. So that was when basically they had remember that 30th anniversary thing? Those, those Magic gold border back cards that everybody had controversy for that tanked the sea and ice market. Yes, that was the year. And that was honestly not a bad event. It was kind of crazy. You got to wear your masks. But what changed was the spectacle. They had tons of different type of cool dragons and themed sets, depending on what sets they have going on, whatever worlds and planes that they got going on, they made it really beautiful and spectacular. I gotta give to them. It was a really special one for that first time. But the last few, honestly, have not been as set driven. They're not as good. They do have the Magic Arena, I think, World Championships or some tournament going on at the same time, and some other drafts, stuff like that they'll have. They have figured out, the first one that started in COVID had this command zone issue where essentially whatever badge you got, you're given access to play commander at a certain spot. It was really bad, like terrible, right? they figured it out. This last year one I went to, it was very easy. The location, I think, was different a little bit, and it was better fit. So they also, for the one that happened, the first one that during COVID time, they essentially had this like multi-area setup. So I think they're going to do the same thing with the artists, where the artists are in a different area, but the gaming area is essentially in the same big kind of a convention center. So that's a good thing. All right, so let's talk about vendors. What are you going to expect that way? So there's obviously a bunch of vendors. You can take a look on the list. I am not vending. If you're looking to sell or buy stuff, you got to contact me direct. I'm not promoting that, obviously, but we could obviously talk about it off the site. I always do that for clients who are in town. A lot of clients just want to meet up for a drink, grab something to eat, whatever. Depending on my schedule, always willing to do that, especially if you're on the Las Vegas Strip. We already have dinners planned during the dinner time, so lots going on. Also, if you're an art enthusiast and you're looking to purchase art, sell art, stuff like that, artist proofs, this type of stuff, I'm going to have some incredible art available to look at. So if you're interested, call and text me below. That's the best way, honestly. Or you can send me email, right? All right. So let's talk about like selection of cards, what typically happens. If you're new to this type of thing, what usually happens is it's a really big vendor setup, right? There's multiple sized islands. There could be like smaller tables, quadrant, like half size tables. And you usually want to bring, if you're looking to sell, you want to be organized. That's my first tip. You want to make sure you have your cards, your decks ready to go, what you want to sell. The last thing you want to do to go to a vendor is just plop a bunch of stuff, and it's very confusing. And also, it kind of sucks because I've seen this happen before where people sell stuff they didn't mean to actually sell. They actually just didn't remember what deck that was from or etc. And they actually will come back and, want the card back. You might be able to work that out with some people, but sometimes you can't and there's nothing you can do about it. So keep that in mind. Also bring enough cash. Cash is king at these conventions. Conventions generally run on cash. Obviously, they accept PayPal, credit cards, cryptocurrency nowadays. I'm sure that can work. But the reason why cash is so valuable is that there's no chargeback option, right, for the vendor, right? So if someone did a PayPal purchase and it was a regular credit card, not a gift, because gift you can essentially get, there's no chargeback for the seller. But they're not supposed to be doing that. It's supposed to be a real merchandise sale. So if you use a credit card on spot, or you also have a PayPal charge, you could charge back the vendor and say, hey, look, I didn't like this item. They didn't ship the item. There's some gray area there, right? Some fraudulent activity. So as a seller, keep in mind, if you're watching this and you're new to MagicCon as a seller, you need to get like video recording receipt. You need to get some type of receipt of some kind of documentation that you gave these items to a buyer. And I would 100% do that for people you do not know. Now, I've never had that situation happen to me because I'm a big dealer. So, I sell a lot of stuff. I buy a lot of stuff. So I've never had that happen. But if you're dealing with someone that you don't know, I 100% would do that. So bring a lot of cash. Next tip sounds very obvious and stupid, but hydrate. Hydrate. Bring water. Bring a water bottle. Water bottles are good. They refresh. They have you can refill your water bottle very easily. You don't have to pay, $5 or whatever it is at the convention center, stuff like that. Also, food. Okay. The food at these convention centers, honestly, F-. I'm a foodie. Don't really like the food there. Never eat it there. I eat prior or I eat after, right? If you want your own food, bring it from the casinos or the resort or wherever hotel you're staying at and get, some snacks, etc. Best way to go, you can go to like one of the stores and, convenience stores, Walgreens, etc. They have better food options, in my opinion, than the vendors. Now, I will say the food vendors, they got like the fried stuff, like the chicken tenders, the, French fries, unhealthy stuff. I don't know. I'm not really a big fan of it. There was one year where I went that was not bad, but it always varies. I've always been disappointed. So bring your own food. All right. Those are pretty obvious. Let's talk about the artist stuff. The artist stuff is really important for those of you who want to get your card signed. It's back to what I said before. Get your stuff organized. Get all the artists and the artist's name. Have it efficient for the artist. Be ready to be paying for signatures. People, the artists now charge for signatures. And it's been going on for years. So have that ready to go. If you have alters and stuff that you want done on your cards, I would put penny sleeves on the cards. Write down, if you forget, like in a Sharpie, it won't affect the card, and what you want. And put your name, your phone number even on the back of the card, something like that. Email if you're serious, hardcore, and then, do that without the card in, and then put the card in the penny sleeve and give it to the artist. The artist is not going to be able, most likely, finish the altar right there, unless it's some kind of black Sharpie altar, quick and easy, right? So if you want to enjoy your convention, have it ready to go. Be ready to pay them. They're probably going to want you to pay them up front. Some artists will say, hey, look, okay, fine, pay me after. That's fine. They have your cards, whatever, right? Now, here's a big tip. If you are giving an artist your cards for a long period of time, meaning, like the next day, or they're going to ship it back to you after the convention, I would 100% video record. Now, all you guys have smartphones now, so you have no freaking excuse for this. Video record, take a picture of the artist holding your card, and then I would even send them an email or a Facebook message saying what deal you had. Even take a picture of your money, record, etc. You're probably asking, why are you wanting to do this, Dan? This thing's ridiculous. You do not trust the artist? Sorry, buddy. Lost enough money with the artist. The artists have screwed me over the years in some ways. Not every artist, but they have messed up. Many clients' orders. There's just lots of room for error because they're doing lots of volume. You got to protect yourself. This is your only chance to do it for alters, commissions, artist proofs, etc. If you're buying prints, you're buying a playmat, that's different. You don't really have to record anything. But if you're doing commission on a playmat, card, artist proof, it doesn't matter. On a piece of paper, a napkin, make sure if you're paying any kind of money, you record it and have it ready to go if they don't do it right in front of you. All right. Last tip is be prepared to await. There's a lot of artists like Mark Tudine, who's high in demand, and his line is always long, super long. We're talking like hours long. People have waited hours, like 3 or 4 hours to do an altar or some kind. And I think that's a little insane. I think that's a ridiculous time to wait, but so be it, right? Do what you want, right? So be efficient with your time. You want to enjoy the show. All right, gaming. There's lots of gaming. Lots. Always protect your stuff. Number one, in this entire convention, do not flounder around your backpack or leave it around with somebody you just met. He's probably going to sell it, the card, to go to the casino. Why wouldn't he, right? Don't trust anybody. Assume that. Even your close friends. You have to be your super close friends to do it. Super close, right? That's the way it works, right? There's always theft that you hear about these shows. You want to protect yourself, 100%. You want to make sure if you're playing the games, pre-register, get all your stuff together, hydrate, get ready to play some long matches and have a lot of fun. These conventions are great. I've played some old school events. I've played drafts before. They're great. This trip is generally now, like a lot of trips, more about social interaction. Do some content. This time I plan on doing more content. I've done the content, but never really posted the content. Kind of just, had too much fun with other clients, right? I'm going to try to do a little bit of content here and there. I have, actually at MagicCon Chicago this year, I posted a bunch of little reels and content. It was really popular. My friends at Ancestral MTG, check them out. Joel, Mick, and Max, really cool guys. So everybody has their own table. The vendors, have fun. Another thing is trading. People have, you're still allowed to trade cards. Now, here's a very important thing. If you trade your cards, you want to make sure you're not like exchanging cash. Then you're basically like, doing vending when you shouldn't. You haven't paid for it. These tables are expensive, right? They're like $25,000 a table in some cases, right? They're huge, right? Huge price point. So these vendors have paid for the table, but you're just sitting there doing business. You will get kicked out. And some cases indefinitely. Don't do that, right? So if you're trading, I would make sure you do it the right way. Do it outside the convention center. Just go somewhere else. I mean, who gives a shit? Go to the Vegas Strip. Go to the hotel room area, right? Go to the lobby. Do it elsewhere. Very simple. Now, if you're just doing real trading, that's perfectly fine, right? Meaning no cash exchange, no partial cash. Don't do it. You will get in trouble. All right, I made my case on that one. What else do we got? If you want entertainment, ideas, food options, etc., I will say the best way is work off your budget because Vegas is very, very, very expensive. A lot of people go there to drink, play blackjack, craps, poker, whatever, and to eat, right? So if you're eating, work on a budget. Go like opentable.com. They generally have a lot of wide selection. There's a lot of actually food places off the strip. If you can afford to take a little Uber or drive off the strip, you will find more food options. I've found a lot of great places, but I generally stay on the strip because I have a lot of deals and stuff like that. But off the strip is my tip for you guys to save a little money, right? All right, last but not least is have a lot of fun, right? Be safe, have a lot of fun. This is going to be a wild show, lots of energy. Be sure to get some rest when you can. You know, eat well, hydrate, and just take care of yourselves. It's going to be a great show. So if you guys, by the way, if you guys see me there, hit me up. Love to do a selfie with you guys. Again, my information is below. If you want to do any deals, see some cool art. It's going to be in private, settings, but you can always contact me. It's obviously a security nightmare. I'm not going to bring it to the show. That's ridiculous, right? But this piece is sold, $100,000. So I will have more art content, more card content throughout the week. Just look for it. All right, guys, take care. Have a great MagicCon, Las Vegas 2024. We'll see you there.
Hey everyone, it's me, Daniel with VintageMagic.com. I want to share with you more about how we handle consignments. So to begin the consignment process, we actually need to start with the consultation service. In this consultation, I will determine what you're looking to do. And generally, consigners usually tell me, hey Dan, I'm looking to sell my items and maximize the value of their collection. After we determine through the consultation, I usually like to do an appraisal process. And an appraisal process in terms of a consignment is more fitted towards authenticity and valuation for current market values. From there, after a contract is crafted and signed, we will then receive the items from you. The reason why our consignment process is very thorough is we also identify cards that could be graded so then they can maximize higher dollar values. So the payment process is very simple. Once we have sold your items, you'll get an updated ledger and we will process payment for whatever form of payment you need. As a consigner, you're going to experience our white glove service. What that means is I'm going to personally handle your collectibles from beginning to end. And rest assured, the client that purchases your collectibles will also receive the same white glove service. It's a signature service that I really pride myself on in working closely with my clients.
Vintage Magic. Game, collect, invest. For more information about our consulting and professional services, visit vintagemagic.com.